What's up, y'all? Welcome to my channel. For the ones that rock with me, let's like, share, subscribe. Let's keep it rare, real, respectful, uncut, and 100% honest. For the ones that don't, you missed out. 21 gun salute. Now, my case was solved like the FBI said it was possible. Watching the internet. Right? Okay, now in the last video, and I know I told y'all I was going to come with the robots, but, this case is really more important than the robot case, right? So, and the alleged lady that was grazed with Takeoff has spoken, okay? The daddy of the demonic Prince family has spoken, right? Quavo has spoken, right? Silently, but he's still speaking. Okay. Now, as we know, the label was screwing the Migos. We know, if you watched my last live when I talked about the music industry, you will see how it goes down, okay? I told y'all what to watch, and they got the research, and they got it laid out on there on how the industry gets down, okay? So, at one point, the Migos was the biggest band in the world, right? So they even tried their own solo careers, in which I said the mob ran things for 30 years, and we all know that the mob ain't finna run nothing unless they get the bigger end of the stick, from sports to numbers to music to clothes to restaurants, everything for 30 years, right? So it's all rigged. So, Takeoff is assassinated. And it couldn't have went down without Quavo. Quavo go live and he dropped the location, right? And then, people started talking. What did the daddy call them? Media whores. Started talking. What is these multi-millionaires doing in that low-grade area, and they got multi-million gambling? Okay. But Quavo just directed the Messy video. So he's psychic. Right? And, they at this party with the most prominent family in Houston. It's the daddy and the son birthday, so you're not going to tell me that they both not in attendance, right? So, according to Identical, because they want justice for Takeoff too, it's two twins. Go find them on the internet, YouTube. They said that Migo Bands came out in the paperwork and said that he thought Lil Cam was going to rob Quavo. So he stole on him. Well, let me blow Migo Bands out the water. Because I got a PhD in common sense. And my highest education is street knowledge, right? But I seek all my knowledge and wisdom and understanding from my creator, right? And I got the spirit of discernment. So, and I can see demons, right? So listen, according to Identical, Migo Bands makes a statement that Little Cam was going to rob Quavo. He stole on him, and somehow Takeoff is executed and shot multiple times. Miraculously. My question is this. I guess he had, this is how he finna stick Quavo up. Because if Migo Bands think this dude is finna rob Quavo, you see a weapon or something, don't you? So why would you steal on somebody with a gun? And you got a gun. Why not shoot him or put it up to his head and take his gun or something? What? Steal on a gunman. That makes no sense. Now, time goes by. We see Quavo. Oh, we see Quavo at the funeral. And he says, oh, ever since we was young, you was looking up at me with them eyes, and I had to do it first. Letting us know that if he hadn't been there, Takeoff would have never been there. And Offset could no longer be part of the group because all three would have been there and the hit couldn't have took place. Right? So, and allegedly, the mob ties and the ritual is going on at this public funeral. Okay? Mob ties symbols. So, we hear nothing. New Year's come, and Quavo pops out with Diddy. And we all know Diddy went through both doors in the industry to get to that status. Okay? So, now he's no longer psychic. He wished he had a time machine. Tears rolling down his eyes. And he's allegedly throwing up a T for Takeoff in the photo. Anyway, he has allegedly started 100 records, and he was allegedly looking for 10 artists. Okay? So, the next thing we hear is the daddy. He comes out and he let us know if Junior go down, Quavo going with him. Because he tells us that Junior and Quavo is best friends. He called himself doing damage control, but he just closed my case. Okay? Mob Ties was in on it. Quavo was in on it. Migo Bands was in on it. Quality Control was in on it. The music industry was in on it. The entertainment industry was in on it. We seen LeBron James dress up like Takeoff. We seen Beyonce give him a shout out. Kanye West told us that they could control them. Okay? So, he says Quavo and Junior's best friends. And allegedly, Quavo been around Lil' Kim and the man that got the $1 million bond. So, if I'm at an event with my best friend and my family is there and some thugs coming in, for number one, they all know each other, right? Because allegedly, did nobody have no gun but Mob Ties. And then Migo Band's got a gun and all of this crap. But if I know that this little thug is finna rob my best friend, come on now. And I'm going to protect my best friend's family, even if my best friend was not at my birthday party, right? And her family was there. I'm going to protect her family. It makes no sense for Takeoff to be dead, except for he was the intended target, okay? That's the only thing that makes sense. And the crime don't fit the punishment, especially when the daddy comes out and tells us that Quavo and Junior is best friends. So even, okay, you mean to tell me that my best friend, we gambling, and I can't say, I'm at my best friend's party, and I can't say, come on, let me go before I hurt somebody, without guns being drawn and my nephew being shot and killed. That makes no sense. None at all. And what the daddy did was come out and let us know that Junior and Quavo is best friends. So if Junior goes down, Quavo's going to go down too. Right? And the Prince family is a demonic family. Now, allegedly, the daddy said out of his own mouth that Junior walked over Takeoff's body because he had reached behind Takeoff's head and he had blood on his hands. Oh, yeah, he most definitely got Takeoff blood on his hands along with Quavo and everybody else that was involved. Right? When he stepped over Takeoff, I seen that demon. The same demon that I see in his daddy. Okay? And many others. Like I said, the daddy only backed down off NBA Youngboy because he was the bigger demon. Right? Facts. Now, this makes no sense for Takeoff to be dead, except for Takeoff was the intended target. Now, I've seen that Offset is now in something with Beyonce. And they're going to make it now. They're going to, because you're going to find your killer. You normally killed by people you know, okay? And I got to do a part 2.